I want your opinion regarding most common oven problems.
Running self-cleaning may make it easier to scrape off the splattered grease and spilled spaghetti sauce. However, that can burn out the electronics.
I've seen the self-clean cycle blow the thermal fuse.
Some people have reported seeing flames inside the oven when they ran a self-cleaning cycle, especially gas ovens, as it reaches 1000 degrees. However, if smoke escapes from the oven or plastic melts, that's a reason to shut it all off and call for help.
911 or an appliance repairman?
Depends on how far things go. If the control board goes out, though, that might shut it down on its own.
I do hate the flashing lights and weird errors.
You can try turning it off and back on to try to resolve the errors. If it can't seem to reach the right temperature, clean the thermostat in the oven but don't run it on self-clean.
I find it odd that the solution to a technical problem may be elbow grease.
It depends on how much grease splatters when you cook. If the unit is less efficient than you expect or takes longer to cook, you may simply have a problem with the seal.
I have not done anything with the seal.
For some ovens, the seals warp over time, letting heat escape, extending cook times or even cooking the control board.
And in some ovens, the doors are off.
In most ovens, the oven won't run if the door is not closed, but it will generate a similar error if the door close sensor is wrong.
It's like a push-button thing on the oven frame.
If the springs inside that are broken or the switch is broken, your oven may not work. Then again, a bent hinge could prevent it from closing or aligning properly.
That's as hard to get fixed as replacing broken glass pieces.
For some ovens, you have to take the door off the oven to get the window out to clean that little bit of grease or sauce that dripped in and now burns or molds.
It should not take a call to customer support to clean the oven.
I've heard stories of oven glass crazing if not exploding during self-cleaning cycles because the heat builds up and breaks the glass.
Ovens have the same type of tempered glass as car windshields, so it shatters in place.
It does not always shatter and stay in place, though it rarely explodes all over the kitchen like a scary movie.
I'm glad that's a rare problem.
Having to call into customer support to replace a glass window that cracked after a self-cleaning cycle or you ran into it lugging a heavy crock pot is a common problem.